Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for the final match of the day. It is a Premier Conference match, Circle City Rollers versus the Minnesota Shockwave. For Power Soccer Shop, I'm Tony Jackson, and joining me from the Henry County Hotshots, Devin Lyons. Devin, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you for letting me come and help you guys broadcast this game.
Pleasure to have you. Let's do a quick rundown of the starting lineups for the Minnesota Shockwave. In goal, number 7, Tiffany Ostrom. Defending the near post right now, number 24, Pete Winslow. There's a kick across the area. And a 2-on-1 violation. In the goal area, defending with Ostrom, number 98, Nathan Mayer. And also on the floor, number 1, Chad Wilson. Circle City Rollers, led by Michael Archer, number 32. The ball goes over to Case Calvert. Archer with a shot, save. Calvert lets it roll out of play. Also on the floor for Circle City, number 7, Natalie Russo. And in goal, number 39, Kevin Perry. Archer now with a kick, cut off, and Russo called for the foul there. And now it looks like Wilson was called for the foul, so Archer will take a direct free kick. This free kick brought to you by MK Battery. Michael Archer going down to Russo. Russo trying to go across, but Mayer is easily able to defend that play. Now Nathan Mayer heading out of the goal area. Archer takes the ball. Archer over to Russo. Russo tries to go down across the area. Ostrom holds on to it. Winslow is in there with her. Natalie Russo tries to kick the ball. It goes off of Winslow and out of play. Kicking for Circle City Rollers. Archer setting up, trying to find his spot. Archer all the way across. Mayer cuts it off nicely. Now Winslow trying to pick up the ball, and he does. Pete Winslow driving into the goal area. Winslow driving through. Perry is there. Archer's there to defend. Winslow pulling out, trying to make a pass. Archer's there to cut him off. Archer, nicely done to try to take the ball away. Ball now backed out of the area by Archer, and Russo chases down the floor on that clearance pass, and it goes out. Kick in for Minnesota Shockwave.
These teams are pretty much matched up together.
Yeah, they're both, pretty high-powered offenses. Pete Winslow and Michael Archer, definitely the heavy hitters in terms of their kicking power and accuracy. Wilson now taking the ball, trying to get it around Archer. Russo takes it away. Natalie Russo, Pete Winslow. Archer there with the ball. He holds on for just a moment. Good patient move by Archer. Archer trying to turn Winslow. Winslow and Archer fighting towards the touchline. It goes out in favor of Circle City. Now Case Calvert going to take the kick for the Rollers. The pass back to Calvert from Archer, and that ball goes right into the guard of Pete Winslow. And we're going to have a set ball just outside the goal area. So far, a good pace to this match, Devin, but neither team has really had any very clear scoring chances just yet.
No, not yet. I know it's going to happen here soon.
Winslow sometimes look to bomb the ball out of the area because he has so much power on his kick. Let's see what he elects to do here. Looks like he's just going to go up the floor, force Calvert to make a play on it. That ball's going to roll out off of Calvert. Kick in once again for the Shockwave. Winslow going to go over to Wilson. Chad Wilson gets that ball taken away by Russo. Russo stripped. Nice job by Winslow there to keep the ball in play. Archer tries to get behind Winslow, and there's a shot by Winslow, but he didn't get any power on that ball. Now Winslow just trying to push his way through. That's going to be a goal kick for the Circle City Rollers. Pete Winslow had a great opportunity there to take a shot on goal, but that ball just rolled off the side of his guard. He couldn't really get anything on it.
I think if he was patient a little bit more, I think he would have gotten it in, or more power in that ball.
Yeah, sometimes on those you have to kind of tap the ball, set it for a moment, and then strike it. That ball's out of play. Kick in for Circle City. Calvert's going to take the kick.
Pretty sure that was a 2-on-1 call. I'm not 100% sure.
Archer just carrying the ball into the goal area, pass to Calvert. Calvert with a shot, save. Oh, and that ball splits the defenders. And a goal for the Circle City Rollers.
That was a pretty good shot.
From our vantage point for a moment, it looked like the ball was saved, but it split Mayer and Ostrom. A goal for Circle City, 6th minute of the match.
The post has pretty much got the assist on that one.
So now Pete Winslow will kick over to Wilson. Ball back to Winslow. And he tries to get it back over to Wilson, but he couldn't quite get enough of his guard on it to direct it back. So Circle City will take another kick in. Nice job by Archer. Russo across to Calvert. Calvert couldn't get there quick enough.
Minnesota Shockwave ball. Goal kick.
This goal kick, once again, brought to you by MK Battery. And Pete Winslow bringing over Wilson to strategize a little bit. Looks like Winslow might try to take a quick kick. No, he's not going to take a quick kick. Wilson, Winslow. Now Winslow with the ball. Archer. Nice chip by Archer. Archer with a pass all the way across to Russo, but that ball was behind her, so it's going to be another kick in for the Shockwave. And the Shockwave really having trouble at the moment getting the ball out of their own half of the court. Nice give and go there. Now Winslow, that ball still in play. It was for a moment, and now a kick in for the Shockwave. Coming into the match, a substitution. Nathan Mayer coming on in his place. Number 10, Charlie Hansen. Wilson with the ball. Wilson lets that ball drift all the way through.
It was hit just a little bit too far, a little too hard. Here's a goal kick presented by MK Batteries.
Wilson taking on Russo. Natalie Russo. Wilson trying to just rip the ball away from her. Now Russo gets it behind Wilson, and now she's running down the floor, but she can't control it. She tried to get the end of her guard on it to kind of redirect it back onto the floor, but she couldn't get enough of it. So Nathan Mayer now back into the match. Charlie Hansen coming back out. I think Mayer needed a little bit of an adjustment, so he stepped off the floor for a moment. Russo, Wilson, Chad Wilson, a little too heavy on that touch, and it's going to go out for another Circle City kick-in.
I think what's going on with Minnesota Shockwave is, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, but they're just not going fast enough or quick enough.
Well, I'm not sure that the speed that they're playing is the issue. It's just the Circle City Rollers are reading all of their passing lanes, and they're just playing very good defense right now.
Yeah.
And the Shockwave aren't really making crisp passes at the moment. Some of their passes need a little more power on it, and so it's making it very difficult for them to move the ball up the floor. Winslow tried to go for a quick kick, but decided against it. So Winslow back to Wilson. It's cut off by Calvert. So we're going to do it once again. Nathan Mayer parking himself right in between all the Circle City defenders. That one off of Calvert, and that gives the Shockwave a little bit more room. Now Winslow was looking for a quicker kick. Now Wilson give and go. Winslow takes it. Archer can't control the ball, so it's going out for another kick in. Now, Pete Winslow, again, as I mentioned earlier, one of the hardest kickers in U.S. Power Soccer. Now, this might not quite be within scoring range, but he's pretty close.
If he makes it from here, it's going to be a heck of a goal attempt.
Now, a little too heavy on that kick, but nicely done by Chad Wilson to get the ball down into the area. Now, Archer trying to get around Wilson. Wilson, very aggressive down there. Archer still holding onto the ball. Heavy, heavy contact between those two, and there is some contact. And referee saying it's going to be a free kick for the Shockwave, and I think Circle City disagree with that call as Wilson was the one that hit Archer. I have to say I agree with the Circle City bench, but as it stands, Pete Winslow going to take the free kick. This is a direct free kick for the Shockwave. Calvert and Russo ready to defend. And that ball going to the near post. Wilson tried to get it back over to Winslow, but he couldn't turn around fast enough.
That was a good try on that one. They're getting closer to making a goal.
Calvert over to Russo, cut off by Winslow. That ball out of play, off of Winslow. Kick in for Circle City Rollers.
Case Calvert's going to pass it in.
Oh, and Archer misses that ball. Russo's there. Winslow. Russo keeps it in play. Winslow sends it out. Another kick in now. Michael Archer on the kick. He's going to pick his spot. And let's see if he tries to go through Calvert. Case Calvert may try to open up a little bit. Oh, Calvert tried to redirect the ball. And it's out for another kick in for Circle City. And this is really where they like to take advantage and score lots of goals on set plays, Devin.
It's there he goes, it's a goal!
Michael Archer direct on goal. There was space between Mayer and Ostrom. Michael Archer saw it, he took advantage, and a goal. It's 2-0 Circle City Rollers. Nathan Mayer, you can see here he's jumping out. Ostrom could not react in time. Archer slides it home for another goal. Beautiful shot by Michael Archer. It's 2-0. Circle City Rollers in the lead. Mayer. Colin McIntyre now in the match for Natalie Russo. That ball last touching off of Winslow. And if you're the Shockwave, you really have to minimize these opportunities for Circle City because this right here is where they thrive offensively.
That's their strong advantage for, again, for Circle City. Look like Archer's going to try to do it again here. Archer
off of Mayer. Calvert has the ball now. Calvert looking to pass. Calvert goes right off of Ostrom.
Archer's going to do a free kick presented by MK Batteries.
Archer all the way across. McIntyre got the wrong angle on that ball. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Now Pete Winslow going to take the goal kick. Chad Wilson has to rotate out and let Winslow take over again. Only 2 matches going on right now here at the Plasman Athletic Center. You're watching one, the other one, Turnstone Flyers versus CNY United. Turnstone currently up 2-0. They are in the 15th minute of that match. Case Calvert now taking the kick for Circle City. Michael Archer is there. He's defended by Pete Winslow. And Archer now going to slide out into a more favorable position. Winslow pinches off that ball. Winslow trying to go behind Archer, and he does. Nice move. Pete Winslow driving down the floor. Archer trying to regain defensive position here. trying to turn Winslow away from the goal area, and that ball still in play. That ball now out for a goal kick.
From where I'm standing, it looked like the Winslow, it was green ball, but Circle City.
Charlie Hansen back in the match for the Minnesota Shockwave. And just as I mentioned his name, he heads back out. Nathan Mayer coming back in.
Let's see what Pete Winslow can do.
Winslow trying to find a space here. Winslow over to Wilson. Wilson, nice touch there to get around Calvert. Archer, that ball up in the air a little bit, but now Archer and Wilson still fighting it out. Archer looking to pass the ball, and it goes right behind Wilson. That ball is on goal. Ostrom has to make a save on it. McIntyre now trying to go to Archer. Winslow tries to clear it out. McIntyre's there with the ball. Colin McIntyre off of Ostrom. Mayer, the last to touch that, is a corner kick. This corner kick brought to you by Biogen and Michael Archer. Circle City Rollers. Case Calvert's going to take the kick.
This looks like another perfect opportunity for Circle City to score.
Case Calvert winding up, trying to see what the defense is going to do here. He might try to slide it behind Mary. He might try to go to Archer. Let's see what happens. Archer moving down a little bit, just trying to. Everybody's kind of trying to see what the other team is doing. It's a little chess match within the match. McIntyre goes across. That ball gets through. Case Calvert actually with the kick. He did get that ball through. McIntyre was there. I think if he had waited for just a moment, he could have found that separation to go to the far post. But that ball went over 20 inches, and so now Winslow and Archer will take a set ball. Winslow, Archer looking for space. Archer with a shot. It's blocked by the defense. Nicely done. Now Case Calvert going to take the ball. Wilson does well to cut it off. Chad Wilson, Case Calvert doing battle here. Ball out of play.
Set ball.
It's going to be a kick in for the Shockwave. Pete Winslow looking to go down the floor deep to Mayer, and here, he tried to go for it. Colin McIntyre was ready. So now Chad Wilson will take the ball. Michael Archer doing battle against him again. Two very physical players in Wilson and Archer. Now Winslow with the ball. Winslow trying to get it across. Archer chops it away. Winslow recovers nicely. They're here at this near touch line here. Archer now gets past Winslow, trying to get past Wilson. Calvert tries to save the ball, and it goes out. It is going to be a kick in for the Minnesota Shockwave. We are entering the 19th minute of this first half. Circle City up 2-0 on the Shockwave. Now Pete Winslow looking for a lane to kick the ball through. Winslow, that one just misses the post.
About an inch.
So it's going to be a goal kick for the Circle City Rollers. Calvert. Wilson, nicely done to cut it off. And they're going to do it again. Good heads-up play by Chad Wilson. Archer, McIntyre, Nathan Mayer went for a 180 spin kick, but he couldn't connect on it. But still, Shockwave ball. Winslow was looking for a quick kick, but now he's setting up Winslow. Archer has the ball. Mayer's there. Nathan Mayer, Michael Archer. Mayer backs out. Michael Archer gets around Winslow. That's a 2-on-1 violation. Play continues, however. Calvert, Wilson, Archer with the ball. Winslow trying to defend. He's doing very well, but Archer has room to pass it out. Calvert now. That ball bounces off of Winslow. Winslow trying to turn Calvert, and he does. Pete Winslow taking on Michael Archer. Archer trying to turn Winslow around. Winslow doesn't have any passing options at the moment. Now Mayer's there. That ball a little high. Wilson's there to collect the ball. Wilson Tries to get it across, but not enough pace on it. Archer's there to stop it. That ball to Winslow. Winslow can't catch it. It goes out for a Circle City kick, and we are in added time here in the first half. If you're just joining us, Circle City up 2-0. McIntyre going to take the ball and push it down the floor, but he's going to push it wide. Let's see where it rolls out. It's going to be halftime as the referee blows the whistle. Circle City up 2-0. Shockwave have done fairly well, but they haven't been able to find any goals yet, Devin. Let's see what kind of adjustments they make going into the second half.
Yeah, I think what they need to do is, have more power when they start spinning and passing the ball. But they're doing all right with 2-on-1s, or getting away from the 2-on-1s. They need to, I think, it's hard to understand the Circle City strategy because, they know what to look for. I think they've been here so many times, and I'm sure Shockwave has too. So I think Shockwave, since it's only 2-0, I'm pretty sure they can get back to get to 2 points.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back the second half, you are watching the Minnesota Shockwave Circle City Rollers. It's the 2018 USPSA MK Battery Conference Cup Series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half is about to begin. We are watching the Minnesota Shockwave versus the Circle City Rollers. Circle City up 2-0 for Power Soccer Shop. I am Tony Jackson, and joining me from the Henry County Hotshots, Devin Lyons. Devin, the Shockwave have had decent chances in the first half, but they haven't been able to convert anything, while Circle City Rollers, off of 2 set plays, have scored goals. Shockwave have a little bit of work ahead of them. Yeah, they do.
I think they finally figure out at halftime what their other strategy is going to do in order to get, that opportunity to score again.
So now Wilson with the ball. That ball still in play, and now it's out off of Calvert. And so the Shockwave with a kick in.
Wilson is about to kick it to Winslow.
Winslow tries to get around Russo. Can't do it. Archer's there. Archer trying to move up the floor. Winslow's there. The pass from Archer to Calvert. Calvert's going to reposition himself, take the ball, and now chop it out to Russo. Russo's going to have to trail back and chase it pretty far, but she does well to save it for a moment. But now the Shockwave with an opportunity to put a little pressure on the Circle City defense. Pete Winslow going to try to fire that ball through, but it's off the back of Wilson's chair. Chad Wilson taking on Natalie Russo, turning Russo. That ball's out of play, and the referee says it's going to be a Shockwave kick-in. Now, this is also where the Shockwave like to take advantage of Winslow's power because he kicks so hard. Now, Winslow, oh, nice shot by Wilson. It goes off of Perry.
Let's see if they can do it again right here with a different strategy here.
Winslow, Winslow off the back of Archer's chair. He almost split that gap between Perry and Archer, but it's going to be a corner kick for the Shockwave. This corner kick brought to you by Biogen.
Let's see what kind of strategy they got here.
Now, Wilson's shot
almost
saved by Archer. Very interesting motion play by the Minnesota Shockwave. So now Nathan Mayer positioned at the far post. Chad Wilson moving out. Now he's going to get around, and they're going to rotate around. Now that ball coming all the way across. Wilson with a shot. Oh, he just missed it. Nathan Mayer came back towards the near side. Chad Wilson went all the way around and just missed it. And that movement really is distracting if you're a defender. You're just trying to figure out where people are going, and it seems to be working for the Shockwave, but they just haven't been able to convert yet.
No, not at all. You can tell they're getting, a little aggressive more and confusing the defense of the Circle City Rollers.
Now the Minnesota Shockwave with a 2-on-1 violation. Now at this level in the Premier Conference, you don't really see 2-on-1s to that severity very often, but we certainly saw it right there. Chad Wilson, Pete Winslow, both converging on the ball. So now Archer with a 180 spin kick. That one's just going to roll wide of the post. Ostrom was there just to make sure it didn't get on goal. So this is going to be a goal kick for the Minnesota Shockwave. Now, I will say this is really, starting out the second half, this is really the first true scoring chance that they've had in this match so far, the Minnesota Shockwave. Now, let's see if they can move the ball back to the other side of the floor now that it's down on the Circle City attacking end. Winslow, nice battle with Russo. Now that ball across, and we're going to get a 2-on-1 violation on the Minnesota Shockwave. This indirect free kick, once again, brought to you by MK Battery. Michael Archer now setting up. Wilson guarding Calvert. Russo setting up right in front of Ostrom. Archer across to Calvert. Calvert with a shot saved by Ostrom, and that deflection from Natalie Russo goes over the line and a goal. It's now 3-0 Circle City Rollers. Ostrom made the initial save, as you'll see right here on the replay. Archer goes all the way across Calvert. Ostrom makes the initial save and the second save, but the deflection and the ball bouncing around was just too much for Ostrom to handle. And Natalie Russo scores a goal. It's now 3-0. Circle City Rollers over the Minnesota Shockwave. Mayer hits that out for a goal kick.
Goal kick is presented by MK Batteries. Let's see what Archer and the Circle City Rollers can do on this goal kick.
Archer going over to Calvert, but he didn't really get anything on that. Now Chad Wilson taking advantage of the moment. Let's see what the Shockwave do here. This is a good opportunity for the Shockwave. Try to get a goal back. Wilson tried to pass, but Archer did very well to stop him. Winslow going to try to keep that ball in play, and he does. Archer turns around to defend. Archer backing the ball out of the goal area. Oh, huge hit! Michael Archer on Chad Wilson, and that's going to be a foul.
On Archer.
Lots of heavy contact. And you can see Chad Wilson not happy about that. Kind of squinting in pain a little bit. This is a direct free kick for the Shockwave. That ball's going into the goal area. Winslow. Archer with the ball now. Winslow looking to wind up, but Calvert was right there. Now Natalie Russo with an opportunity, but she can't turn on the ball. It goes out of play for a Shockwave kick-in.
Let's see what Shockwave can do on this side kick. Or free kick, my bad. Sorry guys, apologize.
Archer taking on Wilson. The pass over to Russo, back to Archer. Archer with the ball, going back to Russo. Russo cut off by Wilson.
Ooh.
Nice turn by Wilson there to get quickly around the ball. Now Chad Wilson driving the ball back down the floor. The pass comes out to Winslow. Winslow and Russo, ball still in play. It's just right there on the touch line. Archer looking to take a shot. He uses the back of his chair to get it down to Calvert, but Winslow cuts it off and pushes it out of play. This is prime real estate for Circle City and Michael Archer. He likes to shoot the ball from here. Let's see Natalie Russo kind of moving up a little bit. Now it looks like he's just going to go to Calvert. Let's see what Circle City Rollers do here. Calvert with the ball, going to push it over to Russo. Wilson clears it out. Archer, nice kick by Winslow. Perry has to make a save on the play. Archer with the ball. Winslow, the ball goes across to Mayer, but he can't react in time. Natalie Russo there with it. Wilson, Chad Wilson drags Russo, but the ball is out in favor of Circle City. Archer glances it off of Wilson. That ball out of play. Kick in for the Shockwave. Winslow. That one cut off by Archer. Chad Wilson's there, but he gets stripped. Winslow and Archer going after it one more time. Michael Archer. Strong move there by Pete Winslow. Archer trying to turn Winslow. Chad Wilson's waiting. Russo's there. Splits the defenders. Now Ostrom. Wilson in the box. Oh, very close. Dangerous deflection. Archer. Oh, wow. Heads up, everybody. Michael Archer with a powerful kick. People in the front row, watch your face. Well, let's see that one more time. Michael Archer unleashes a rocket that heads towards the sidelines.
All the fans out there, they're all right, unfortunately, or fortunately.
Russo, the pass. Archer's there, gets behind Wilson. Russo now with the ball once again. Chad Wilson there on defense. Winslow guarding Archer, but he's got to make sure he doesn't get too close and commit a 2-on-1 violation. Natalie Russo very patient down here. Wilson just trying to get the ball away from her. Now Archer with the ball. Archer goes back down to Russo. Russo goes across. Ostrom misses. Calvert shoots. Calvert scores.
Now Ford, Neal.
30th minute, Case Calvert with a goal. Archer, this pass over to Russo, and Russo just sends one all the way across. Ostrom can't get to it, and Calvert, tried and true at the far post, puts it away. It's now 4-0. Winslow, Mayer with a 180 spin kick, but he didn't really get any power on it. Case Calvert was right there to defend. So we're going to get another goal kick for the Circle City Rollers. Archer will take the kick. Archer sends it up the floor. Winslow's there. It's going to roll out for another goal kick.
Archer passing it to Natalie.
Russo now has the ball taken away by Winslow. Pete Winslow trying to get behind Russo, and he does. Winslow lets Russo hit that ball out, and here's a great opportunity for the Shockwave to try to get their first goal of the match. Winslow is going to try to use that power to get it across to Mayer. Chad Wilson making a move. Wilson with a shot. It deflects between the defenders. Winslow thought about taking another kick, but he decided to hold off and give his team another opportunity. So Chad Wilson looking to create some motion here. Wilson moving, and the shot off of Archer. Now Archer going to try to push the ball out of the area, and he does. Chad Wilson trying to turn the ball back around, but it's out in favor of Circle City. We're going to get a substitution. Charlie Hansen coming into the match. It looks like Nathan Mayer, or looks like Tiffany Ostrom going to come out. Case Calvert coming off for Circle City Rollers, coming on in his place, making his match debut. Number 11, Brandon Garner. So Charlie Hansen in the match for Tiffany Ostrom. Nathan Mayer moving into the goal area. And if you watched last year's FIFA World Cup in Florida, you saw Nathan Mayer between the pipes for the United States, so he's very comfortable back there. Michael Archer with a shot, saved by Mayer. Archer with a pass to Russo, who couldn't quite latch on to the end of it. Good idea by Archer.
Let's see what Pete Winslow can do here.
You see Tracy Mayer, well, you can't see him on your television screen, but Tracy Mayer imploring Winslow to take a quick kick, but he didn't do it, and so Circle City Roller is able to set up defensively. Now Russo taking on Winslow. Russo's going to try to kick it out to Archer. That ball last touched by Winslow. Now Michael Archer once again will take this kick.
There is a gap between Winslow and the goalie, or not Winslow,
Archer just kind of assessing the situation. Archer goes across. It's cut off by Mayer. Well done. Perry comes up to make a play. Archer's there to collect it. Archer off of Winslow, and a heavy hit.
Natalie Russo.
Archer, that one last touching off of Winslow. Another kick in for Circle City. 34th minute, Circle City Rollers 4. Minnesota Shockwave 0. On the other floor, Turnstone Flyers still up 2-0 over CNY United. Archer being pursued by Chad Wilson. Wilson just going to send that one out of play. And Michael Archer going to set up another kick. Brandon Gardner at the far post. Natalie Russo at the near post. Nathan Mayer positioned. That ball right off of Mayer. Nicely done.
Still Circle City Rollers ball. See what Archer can do here. As he tries to look to maybe get a goal here, or passing it.
Brandon Gardner moving down Russo. Tried to go for a kick across the goal area, but ball was a little too far away from her. So this MK Battery goal kick coming up for the Minnesota Shockwave. Charlie Hansen moving over to Winslow's right. Winslow looking to find a space to kick. Gardner's there. He takes that ball and sends it back the other way. Just pushing back the Shockwave a little bit.
See what Winslow and the Minnesota Shockwave can do here. See if they can get another advantage here.
Wilson dragging the ball across the court. Archer's there. Archer trying to strip it away. Wilson holds on. Winslow now. Ball taken away by Archer. Mayer comes out of the goal area. Archer looking for a shot. Archer saved by Winslow. Michael Archer with a long-range bomb. Winslow knew it was coming, and he was at the right place to stop it.
That was a good stop by Minnesota Shockwave.
Now Michael Archer across to Gardner. Gardner back to Archer. Archer with a shot. Saved by Wilson. And the Minnesota Shockwave are getting pounded right now, but they're doing very well to hold off Circle City. Russo cut off by Winslow. Winslow just trying to get around Russo, and he does, but Russo doing very well to hold on to the ball. Ball is now out of play. Kick in for the Circle City Rollers, 37th minute. Rollers are comfortably in control, 4-0. Archer looking for a pass, but it's cut off by Winslow. Gardner, the last to touch that ball. It's going to be a kick in. It looks like it's going to be for the Shockwave, but let's see. Brandon Gardner looks like having some issues here. Let's see what's going on, his joystick or his legs.
I think he's having a muscle spasm. Or needs it resituated.
And Coach Mike Hayes dumps the imaginary bucket of water on him, and he's good to go. So now the Shockwave with the kick in. Russo disrupts that play. Nicely done. Pete Winslow trying to push Natalie Russo. So strong she is, however, and she wins a kick in for her team. Russo, Archer. Oh, nice fake move by Archer, but he didn't get turned around soon enough to take that kick. Winslow fires the ball across to Hansen. Now Russo. Wilson, that's close to a 2-on-1 violation. Ball pushed out. Circle City kick in once again. Archer into Mayer. Russo into Mayer again. Mayer's right there. Gardner rotates out of the area to avoid the 2-on-1 violation. That ball between Mayer and Wilson right now. Archer looking for space to get the ball away. Archer trying to drive Wilson, but he does well to hold off Archer. Great job by Chad Wilson. Archer, Wilson going at it. Heavy contact again. And a kick in for the Minnesota Shockwave. 39th minute of the match. Time winding down here. And the Shockwave have had their opportunities, but again, they just haven't been able to convert any of them today. But it's been tough for a lot of teams to score on Circle City. We're going to get a 2-on-1 violation on the Shockwave. Archer looking for a shot. Archer tried to go off of Gardner, but not off the back of his chair. Tried to get that ball off the side of his chair. So a kick in for the Shockwave. Update on the other floor. Turnstone Flyers 2, CNY United 1. They are in the 39th minute of that match. Circle City preparing for another kick in. Mayer playing very high in the goal area, trying to cut off as many passing lanes as possible. Mayer does very well to punch that ball out. Time is winding down here. Archer with a kick from off of Mayer. Russo with a pass across. Wilson gets it. Winslow, Archer's there. Archer looking to go to Russo. Archer to Russo. Russo with a spin kick off of Mayer. Nice block and save. Russo pushing. Mayer does very well to defend. Good job, both of them, Chad Wilson and Nathan Mayer, combining to prevent Circle City from scoring a 5th goal. Now, all of these teams are still in pool play, so every goal matters. You don't want to let in any more and make your goal difference worse. So Natalie Russo now taking the corner kick. This one brought to you by Biogen. Archer tried to go back to Russo, but a little too heavy on that kick.
Let's see what Winslow and Minnesota Shockwave can do in this 39th minute.
Gardner blocks that shot. And on court 2, that game is over. Turnstone Flyers win 2-1. This one just about over. Circle City Rollers are going to win this match. The final score, however, still to be determined. Wilson with a good strong move to get around Archer. But Archer collects that ball very calmly. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the final whistle. Circle City Rollers comfortably in control. They win this one 4-0. Devin, your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was pretty well matched. Circle City Rollers, I mean, it's hard to beat Circle City Rollers. It was an exciting game, and I think Minnesota Shockwave can think of another strategies for the rest of their tournament and Nationals. But you know what? It was pretty exciting, and the thoughts about this game, it was pretty well from up here where I'm at. If I was down there, I couldn't really see, you know, what they were doing strategy-wise. But all in all, it was pretty exciting, good game.
So the Circle City Rollers, Minnesota Shockwave are done. They both have games tomorrow, and you will see more games tomorrow. It will be day 3 of the 2018 USPSA MK Battery Conference Cup Series. But until then, for Power Soccer Shop, I'm Tony Jackson. I wish you good night. We'll see you tomorrow here at the Plasman Athletic Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Goodbye.